Hey guys, in today's video I want to talk about 10 reasons that online dating really works well in the Philippines, or why you should consider it anyway. Stick around. Alright guys, so I know this topic has been done before, but I have thought about it and have some other ideas that I had wanted to share and why I think it really is a good idea. And again, I go back to, if you talk to the majority, if you run into a foreigner here and you see him with a Filipino wife or girlfriend or fiance or whatever, chances are, I would say it's well over 75%, 80%, who knows, maybe even 90%. Most of them have met their Filipino girlfriend or what have you through an online dating app. And I'm going to go into 10 reasons why I still think it is the best option out there. Now, I will always hear in the comments, don't use the dating apps, just come here and you can meet girls. But there's a lot of reasons that really doesn't work for a lot of guys. A lot of guys are just introverts and it's hard for them just to go up and meet girls. They are on a time schedule. They're only here for a few weeks or maybe even a month. They just don't have the time to go around asking girls out. And then if a girl says yes, then, okay, I have a day off next week. They just don't have the time for that. So we're going to jump into the first reason. And one is just simply accessibility. Accessibility, because the Philippines, as everyone knows, is comprised of thousands of islands. And not only that, there's different regions throughout the Philippines, and you got a lot of regions that are way up in the mountains or in the province, and the majority of guys would never run into these girls. They just wouldn't. Most of the guys that come out here are going to stop into Cebu City or Manila, Angeles, Subic, Cebu City, Bohol, Boracay, Palawan, Dumaguete, places like that, and they just aren't getting to where a lot of these great girls are. And so that is why online dating really works in this particular case, because you can chat with a lot of girls that you may never have run across. And so these little islands, these little province towns, everybody's online now. When I first got here back in 2015, that was my very first trip here, there wasn't a lot of access online. People had to go to these little internet cafes where they paid 25 pesos to get 30 minutes to go chat and get on their dating app and stuff. They just didn't even have the data. So accessibility is number one. The second thing is just diverse options. You don't know what kind of girl you're running into when you're going out trying to meet a girl in person. And there's the dogs. Welcome to the Philippines. So, but diverse options, it's just, you can meet girls from all kinds of different backgrounds, girls who were OFWs, girls that worked in call centers in this particular region, girls who are of a certain age, or, just all kinds of different diverse options with different interests that you have a harder time meeting in person because you just don't know what their interests and what they're like. And you can kind of do pre-screening, online. You can get to know, okay, what kind of things do you like, what do you don't like, and kind of before you even put in the effort or the money to go meet them, you're already kind of getting a sneak peek at what type of a person they are. And number three is just simply convenience. I mean, you can get online while you're still in your home country, from the comfort of your home, and you can just get online and start cruising the dating apps. I wouldn't join too many of them because it's just too busy. You're consumed too much. I had a friend who literally was on every freaking dating app, and his phone was just constantly, I'm telling you, we would go, I'd meet him for lunch, and his phone was like ding, 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 like all throughout lunch. And that would drive me absolutely crazy. Trust me, you'll get enough action just on one dating app. Now, the two dating sites that I highly recommend are linked down in the description. In my opinion, out of all of them that I've used, these two are the best. So you can sign up today, set up a free account, and just check it out. And a lot of people, back to convenience, it's just people have a busy schedule. They're working and they got things going on, and if you're going to come out here, you want to go to these different locations, you kind of want to know where you want to go. And if maybe you meet a bunch of girls online and they happen to be from the Davao region, then maybe I should take a trip out to Davao. So convenience, convenience, convenience. Number 4, a lot of people don't think about this too much, but safety and privacy. Most dating apps do have safety features in place to protect your information. You don't need to give out a bunch of details until the time comes that you're ready to share that with the girl that you're chatting with. And the one dating app I highly recommend, the Christian Filipina, link in the description. They really do a thorough job of screening. And yeah, I've heard people say, oh, well, I did meet a scammer there. All you have to do is report it and they will take care of it. Versus other dating apps, they're not always so good about that. So safety and privacy is a big one as well. And probably one of my favorites is you can just filter your matches so much easier, so much quicker. You can say, if you don't want a single mom, you can filter that out. If you're okay with a single mom but no more than one child, you can filter it out. If you want a girl who's employed, if you want a girl with a certain amount of education, a certain height, no tattoos, and the one dating app I have down below, Pina Love, is really good for that. That's probably why I like that one so much, is because it does a great job of filtering. And so filtering is fantastic. Again, we go back to scams and stuff. It's not really that hard to pick out these scams. In my opinion, there's really 2 types of scams. The ones who just simply come out and ask you for money. And number 2, the ones who make you feel bad. Maybe you say, hey, how are you? And she says, oh, not so good. Oh, why? And now you're taking the bait. And then she says, well, I don't have any money to feed my daughter. I don't have any food for milk or rice. These are the ones where they start to make you feel bad almost immediately, and if they do that, I'm instantly done with them. So just a tip for you. So number 6 is reduced pressure for people that I mentioned, like introverts. You don't have to have that face-to-face meeting right away. You can kind of get comfortable with each other, chatting first, and then maybe some video calls, and then you can meet in person. It takes a lot of pressure off. There are a lot of guys who've been beaten down so bad in the West that they've almost become forced introverts, or they feel, or they've been out of the dating game for so long that they just aren't comfortable. And this makes it a lot easier. Number 7 is just learning about each other. You really can learn a lot about each other before you've even met, and really kind of filter out whether you have the interest to pursue this girl and want to meet her or not. If there's not any meaningful conversations going on through just texting or a video chat, well, then you probably don't need to go to her city or her province or wherever and meet her. So this can save you a lot of time, and you can kind of filter out a lot of people that way. Number 8, it's cost effective. I mean, I don't know about you, but the last date I had in the US was well over $100, and that was simply just for a meal for 2 of us. We didn't go to the movies or anything. It's just simply dinner. So online dating, other than your monthly membership or whatever package you choose, is a much better option. You don't have to really spend any money. You can just do it from the comfort of your own home. And then when things are starting to go well, you've gotten to know each other, you've really got some interest, you feel that interest from her, you've determined she's not a scammer of any sort, then you can go and spend the money. And finally, just a wider geographic reach kind of ties back into that first thing I was talking about, how you can really just reach out to Filipinas who are all over the Philippines, meeting girls, again, who may not have ever been on your radar. You can go all the way up to northern Luzon and down to South Cebu, maybe in Mindanao in a safe area. Different little islands that you may not have ever been on your radar, and may have the best girl that matches the best with you, and you just weren't aware of it. And so just a wider geographic reach. And then the last one is just simply time efficiency. Time efficiency, because you don't waste a bunch of time and a lot of money on going out to meet a girl who you meet in person, and after the full date, you've decided we really have nothing in common. We don't really have shared interests. You know, I could have saved myself a whole lot of time if I would have got to know her online. So again, if you're here in person and you can meet a girl in person, you know, like you're out shopping and you meet the sales girl, or you're at a restaurant and you meet a waitress, I mean, that's all great. Or if you have a friend who knows somebody, hey, my wife has a single friend who's looking for a foreigner. Those are great ways too, but for the majority of us, most of us will end up meeting our future Filipina girlfriend, wife, what have you, through an online dating site. So that's why I recommend it. I just think there's a lot more benefits, especially to those who are just coming out here to visit and even determine whether they would want to live here or not. Maybe they're just traveling here and then they want to meet a nice girl and perhaps go settle somewhere else, or maybe not come back here for another 5 years before they retire here. So I think this is the best option. Again, if you can meet a girl in person, that's fantastic. But for the majority of us, online dating still rules, and it is for those 10 reasons, I believe. So check out the dating sites, guys. They're free to sign up, check it out, see if you like them, and go from there. Anyway, check out my website as well, geointhephilippines.com, and I will see everyone next time. Bye.